The phone's wail pierced the stillness of 1 a.m. A voice I despised slithered through the line, oily with confidence. "Your daughter's learned her lesson, Reed," Sheriff Kane hissed, his tone laced with liquor or the thrill of control. "My kid cracked her collarbone. Should have kept her head down. This town answers to me." His laugh was a guttural jab meant to wound. I stayed silent, my grip tightening until the phone creaked. The call cut off, leaving only my heartbeat and the sight of my daughter, Nora, dozing on the love seat, her sling cradling her shoulder. She'd begged me not to call the doctor, fearing Kane's wrath. She thought quiet meant protection. I knew it was a cage. 18 years in the Secret Service taught me how silence empowers bullies, how it builds their thrones on dread. I'd secured routes for global leaders, memorized every corner, every risk, every way a plan could fracture. Kane's son, Bryce, wasn't just reckless when he hurt Nora, it was a calculated warning to stay small. I didn't do small. Kane's gloating had just handed me Bryce's habits, and I'd used them to unravel his father's grip. Kane ran this town like a dictator. Judges, bartenders, even the Weekly Gazette ignored Bryce's midnight rampages in his sleek blue pickup, its exhaust snarling through the streets. Hurting Nora was a message, not a mistake. I began tracking Bryce, my old instincts kicking in timelines, patterns, the physics of a crash. Every Tuesday, he left the tavern at 12:05 a.m., truck roaring, headlights blazing, cutting through dirt roads like he owned them. I didn't sleep. I didn't waver. I studied. Kane called again, his voice smug. "Your girl's still hurting," he taunted. "She'll bend. You'll bend. I'm the law here." My jaw locked, but I kept my tone flat. "You're in charge," I said, and ended the call. My mind was already charting the trap, a forgotten road, a sharp curve, a split-second error. No fight, no trace, just gravity and hubris meeting their end. In the service, we planned shadow paths, routes no one suspected. Bryce was about to hit his. I found a desolate stretch, a turn where the signs were half hidden by overgrowth. I chose a night with no stars, the air thick with secrecy. At 12:03 a.m., I parked my sedan a mile off, dressed in a faded hoodie, just a guy checking his engine. Bryce's pickup roared in, music shaking the ground, his shouts spilling out. He took the first curve fast, the second wild. The third was mine. I'd adjusted the signs at dusk. A rusted arrow turned to point toward a ravine. A stop sign tilted into the weeds. Small changes, invisible in the dark. His headlights lurched, tires howled. Then came the crash, metal grinding into rock, a sound like the earth splitting. Silence slammed down, cold and complete. I didn't move, just breathed the scent of scorched rubber and twisted steel. The truck's engine sputtered, then died. Precise. Perfect. As I'd planned. At first light, Kane stood by the wreck, his badge crooked, his eyes sunken. Bryce was gone. Our gazes locked across the shattered metal. He knew, not how, not why, just that I'd outmaneuvered him. His lips parted, maybe to curse, maybe to plead, but nothing came. I stepped closer, my voice low. "You own this town," I said. "Not me." He shrank, a king dethroned. I walked away, leaving him to the ruins. Nora woke later, unaware of the sirens fading far off. She still believed silence was her armor. I let her keep that lie. For me, silence was a tool, honed to cut through power, through pride, through the myth of untouchable men. Kane would face that ravine every day, hear the echo of buckling steel, know his empire was dust. I returned to my workshop, cleaned my tools, fixed engines. Bryce's truck never roared again. That silence belonged to me. The quietest strike leaves the deepest wound. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to Thrilling Tales Unleashed for more pulse-pounding stories.